All right, I'd like to call this meeting to order. Recognize we have all 5 board members present this evening. If you would, please stand with me as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we've all had a chance to review the agenda. I do have one agenda item I want to add that got missed, is our middle school presentation. I'm sure you guys would probably like to do that and not just come and watch us have a board meeting here this evening. So I'm going to make a motion to amend the agenda to add the middle school presentation. I just need a second for that.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approved. No public comment. Nobody signed up for public comment this evening, so we will skip over that portion and we will hand it over to the middle school group.
So my name is Katie Hardy. I am the principal at the middle school, and I brought with me tonight some of my 6th graders. Back in October, well actually let me back up. When I was a 5th grade teacher, this was a project we started, and it was a living wax museum, and I loved it. So after I left 5th grade, after a few years, they stopped doing it in 5th grade, so I stole it back, and we started doing it in 6th grade, started last year. So these students with me tonight, they got to pick a person. They wrote a biography on their person, and then they took that biography and condensed it into a speech. And this was held in the middle school gym. I'm gonna wait for a second because I shared slides that I'm waiting to pop up.
And I shut down my diligence to be able to show this. I don't know why it's not. Is there anybody else that knows? I've got it up on my screen.
Craig, are you able to help her out on this?
Maybe.
Sorry, Craig.
It's okay.
We're not gonna pay you any extra, but.
Well then, no.
Uh-oh.
There's something.
This is.
Okay. It must be coming up.
That's it. We can start the presentation and then we can slide it to the other screen with the shortcut.
It's saying no signal.
There it is. So it was back in October, and we invited the whole community, and we had a really nice turnout. And we had, you can go ahead and go through that, Vicki, or click to the next one. And we posted on Facebook, invited the whole community, and a lot of people came out and watched it in the middle school gym. Go ahead. And we had the students lined up on the bleachers. We had them, through the middle school gym on the floor, and they had a little sign and a little push button. So they were supposed to be standing still, like a wax museum, or like a wax statue, which that was a little bit difficult, right, guys, standing still. And then an adult would go up and push their button, and they would deliver their speech. So starting off tonight, we have Susan B. Anthony.
Do I need to push a button or you?
Just right here, that's fine. Yep. Don't face the podium, face out. There you go, perfect, they're right there.
Hi, I am Susan B. Anthony. I was born February 15th, 1820 in Adams, Massachusetts. I was the daughter of Daniel and Lucy Anthony. Because of my early Quaker upbringing, I was an active abolitionist and lived a life dedicated to activism. My major accomplishments include pioneering women's suffrage, helping women get property rights, co-founding the NWSA, National Women's Studies Association, and helping organize the Women's Loyal League. I face many challenges, including being arrested and fined for illegal voting. I never married or had children, but I developed a deep relationship with Elizabeth Cady Stanton. Sadly, on March 13th, 1906, I died from heart failure. My legacy is defined by my tireless advocacy for women's suffrage and broader women's rights, helping pave the way for the 19th Amendment granting women the right to vote.
And up on the board, you'll see where they have their biographies, and then they condense those for their speech.
Can you give us your real name?
Asen Kovacs.
Lisa Kovacs, all right.
Okay, next we have Albert Einstein.
I am Albert Einstein. I was born on March 14th, 1879 in Germany. I married Melina Merrick in 1983 and divorced her in 1919. I then married Elsa Lowenthal in 1919 and had 3 kids, Liesel, Hans, and Edward. At the time of the job I had, I could barely support a family. But I am famous for my equation E equals mc squared and winning the Nobel Prize for my law of photoelectric. I contributed a lot for science. I died on April 18th, 1955. And I donated my brain to science. I once said it's not that I'm so smart, it's that I stay with my problems longer.
Now, I
What is
learned
it?
something
Oh, the
from,
imposter.
didn't you say that the brain was stolen?
Okay,
Donated.
it's still,
No, it
Stole?
was stolen at one point. I
Oh,
learned,
really?
when he
I
was over
read
there,
it.
I learned that from
I
him.
wrote it up there, but I didn't edit my card.
Yeah.
And they had all their speeches memorized at the time,
Oh,
but
it's
since
great.
it had been a few months, I told them they could bring
Oh,
their,
yeah.
their little index cards tonight. Okay, next we have Elvis Presley. She had played a guitar, a song, but then she broke her arm, so we had to kind of leave the guitar.
Hi, my name is Elvis Aaron Presley. I was born January 8, 1935 in Tupelo, Mississippi. I moved to Memphis, Tennessee at age 13 with my family. I had a lot of close relationships, but the closest one was with my mother. I married Priscilla Presley, then a year later we had our one and only child named Lisa Marie Presley. My music career began in 1955 at Sun Records Studio with producer Sam Phillips. I had over 1 million music records and 149 songs on the Hot Music Pop Chart of America. I was also known as the King of Rock. Daphne Copus.
Next we have Anne Frank.
Oh no!
Hello, my name is Anne Frank. I was born in Frankfurt, Germany on June 12, 1929. When I was just 4 years old, my family moved to Amsterdam to escape the growing danger of the Nazi rule. In 1942, when I was 13, my family went to hide. We lived in a secret annex behind my father's office. My diary became my best friend. I called her Katie. I wrote about everything. My hopes, my dreams, silenced the arguments and the terror. I dreamed of becoming a writer. I once wrote, I want to go on living even after my death, and somehow I did. Even in the darkest times, I believed in goodness. I believed that people were so kind at heart. I died in a concentration camp in 1945, just weeks before my diary was liberated. But today you hear my story, which that means I'm still here. Please remember me not as a girl who hid, but as a girl who believed, a girl who wrote. Thank you.
Grace, what's your name?
And we have Caitlin Clark.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Elizabeth Clark. I was born on January 22nd, 2002, Des Moines, Iowa. I lived in Iowa my whole life. My parents' names are Brittany and Clark, and I have 2 brothers, Blake and Colin Clark. I'm currently in a 2-year relationship with Connor McCaffrey. In March 2024, Connor joined the Butler Men's Basketball Association as the assistant coach. I went to Drowning Catholic High School, and there was a 4-star recruit. I decided to take my talents to Iowa University, and there broke many records, including my 2 times Max Player of the Year, and my most famous, my college all-time points record. In 2024, I got drafted 1st overall to the Indiana Fever, and there have also broken many records, including the single game assist record. And one lesson I want everybody to know from me is no matter how difficult things get, giving up is never an option.
And if you look up at the screen, this was a group photo that we took at the end of the Wax Museum. They did, I mean, as you can tell by the 5 who came tonight, they did a fabulous job dressing up and portraying their characters. So if you missed it, next year, it's always the week of fall break. So I invite you to come back next year, and we'll have a new group and a new, Wax Museum to give to the community. So I thank you guys for coming tonight, and I thank the parents too. I know they can't drive, so it ultimately fell on you to bring them tonight, and I appreciate that.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. You don't have to stay. If you guys want to take off, you can.
Thank you, guys.
You can either stay there or sit out here.
Okay.
You can sit out there.
It was a really nice party.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on to our consent agenda, which includes review and approval of minutes, including regular session board meeting on November the 10th, review and approval of claim dockets, review and approval of fundraisers, review and approval of donations, which actually there weren't any donations this month, review and approval of field trips, and review and approval of the personnel report. I need a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions at all about anything on that list? Nope. All right, all in favor? Aye. None opposed. I don't know, I guess maybe I got this out of order, because now it says spotlight on excellence, so if I skip that, we're okay though, so. Moving on to second reading and approval of policies PO 0142 through PO 8462. This is second reading. I need a motion and a second to approve these policies.
I'll make a motion to approve policies PO 0142 through PO 8500.
Oh, yeah.
I'll second the approval of those.
Got a motion and a second. Any questions on any of those policies? No questions? All in favor? Aye. None opposed. On to new business. Review and approval of the 2026-27 school calendar. I need a motion and a second to bring them to the table.
I'll make a motion to approve the school calendar.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions about the school calendar for next school year, 26-27?
I assume it's all been discussed with.
I gave a survey out to all the staff
Mhm.
with a couple options, and it was actually closer than I thought it would be, but we did go with the majority.
So school will start on the 13th of August, so it
So it
should
was
be
a week later.
Thursday, so.
Yeah, yes, because that was the year that Memorial Day is later, and to keep graduation,
Right.
you
Yeah,
shared with
to
me.
keep
Yeah.
graduation on Memorial Day weekend, that pushes this.
The school later.
That's how it determines each year. It kind of goes by when Memorial Day is. So next year
Mhm.
it kicks back, and then it'll start creeping forward as we go. So it'll be I think the 13th next year. Then the following year will be the
The
12th or
following
the
year-
11th. I can't remember
Yeah,
what it is.
it's a little bit different because Good Friday is very early in the 28 years, so, but yes. So that, there's a whole month there that's a
Mhm.
little different, I think April, cause, Good Friday is actually in March. And so, but other than that, everything's similar.
Yeah. All right. So I have a motion second. All in favor? Aye. None opposed. Likewise, I need a motion and second to approve the 27-28 calendar.
Who seconded the last?
I think it was Mike.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2027-2028 calendar.
I'll second the approval of the 2027-2028 calendar.
I have a motion and second. Any questions on that calendar? It's pretty much the same, just the dates kind of move, so. No questions, all in favor? Aye. None opposed. Moving on to review and approval of Tecton conceptual phase proposal. Do you want to describe what that is a little bit?
Sure, so, we had Tecton come and do a facilities overview. This will be, because next year will be the year we'll be looking at, obtaining our larger bond. And, after they came and looked at everything, they felt like they really needed to do a bigger facilities assessment with an engineer in order to lay out exactly, what would our priorities be out of the things we've listed as possible ideas for projects. And so that's what both C and D are. They include an engineer and then their group coming in. And once it's done, we will sit down as a group and they'll let us know what is most important. For example, HVAC. Sometimes HVAC can take up a majority of your bond money, and I'm not sure that will be any different, but I don't know HVAC, so they have people come in and look at all that for us, so.
And like you said, C and D are kind of hand in hand,
They
but there are
are.
different groups that
Mhm.
kind of doing the same thing for us, so we gotta approve them separately, so.
Right.
So I need to motion a second, on the review and approval of Tecton, for conceptual phase proposal.
I'll make a motion for the approval of Tecton as conceptual phase.
I'll second.
I have a motion and second. Any questions on this one?
No, I think we're thinking that maybe by February,
Oh, yeah.
once they're, done with this part of it, then we can start looking at making some decisions and.
They think that they can come in and get this done very soon, right after the holidays. They will go back and write up their findings and meet with us, and then we will sit down and make a plan from that point.
Okay. And then from that point on, as far as engaging the community
Yep.
and then, however it is that we decide to communicate, just so
The
that everybody
ideas.
knows every step along the way what,
I think the first step is really finding what is it that we can't ignore anymore
Right.
and have to fix. And then after that would be, we have some things we would like to do and see how far into that we can get. And that's when we would be obtaining information from the staff, from the community of, what direction do they want to see us go with that bond money. So
gotcha.
it's a process for sure.
All right, I have a motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. D, review and approval of, I don't know, is it MOAC, or that's how you pronounce it? MOAC Park Group, for the facility assessment. So they're kind of the ones that are gonna come and actually do
The
it.
engineers.
Do it. So I need a motion and second on this as well.
I'll make a motion to approve Moak Park Group assessment.
A second.
I have a motion and second for MOAC Park Group. Any questions on them? Nope. All right, all in favor?
Aye. And I didn't see this at the beginning. I thought, I looked for it and I just now noticed it is on here, but I should have tabled this at the beginning because we are waiting on one more person who has not gotten us their proposal, but I know his intentions are to give us one.
Okay.
So I apologize.
So that'd be the review and approval of lawn service.
Mhm.
So.
I thought it was, I didn't see it on here. And
That's fine. I'll make a motion to table this. Just need a second on that.
I'll second it.
I have a
I don't
motion.
think we'll need it for a while.
We never
Yeah.
did get that, did we?
Really not.
No, yeah. I mean,
So-
we'll move forward next time with or without
Okay.
it, but I wanna make sure we give them ample time.
Right, okay, so I have a motion second on tabling the approval for lawn service. All in favor? Aye. All right, moving on, no general public comments unless anybody has a general public comments they wanna, that's good. Administrative reports. Vicky, got anything
I didn't know.
for us? No? Okay. Director of Operations, Ross, what you got?
Nothing new. We got the floor in the commons is done. If you haven't seen that, it's pretty good. It came out pretty good. They patched that hole that's been there for I don't know how many years. That was so I was glad to see that done. They got that done over the Thanksgiving break.
Good deal. Anything planned for over Christmas break?
We're trying.
Working on something.
Yeah.
Our fire alarms are
Yeah,
problematic.
there's a possibility we can get some fire alarm improvements done over that break.
Mhm.
Then we had another incident today. A ball hit a pole station over in the middle school gym, and as usual, we have to run all about and try to get it shut down.
And one goes sets another one off.
Yeah, and then
We're
the
li-
new thing that is we actually have to go, I have to unhook 2 wires from the panel in the middle school gym, and that's been taken care of it, but today I had to unhook a wire from the annex as well, so 3 wires had to be unhooked, and we had to have them come back out, and I had them come to redo everything this afternoon just because of everything that's going on here tonight, I didn't wanna take a chance that it get off.
But right, they can fix it so that
Knock on wood.
one master panel will be the only place we have to go to turn anything off, and that, I mean, that's how I've always seen it. I've never
Yeah.
seen this like puzzle.
Yeah.
It's like a maze.
Yeah, and it'll also.
Welcome to
we don't-
Covington.
we don't really over here, we don't really have it doesn't pinpoint exactly, it'll give us a rough area where the alarm is, so like, one time it was, I think the code told me it was outside the girls' restroom. A girls' restroom, so we ended up finding it, but this one should give us, as far as in this building, it should give us exactly what room, where it's at, and then it will give us, it'll just give us middle school gym or annex if there's an issue over there. It won't be that precise over there, but at least it'll give us the right direction to go. So that's, yeah, hopefully
I mean, you
they're
even
working
have to
on
like
seeing if they
do them
can
in
do it.
order, like the middle school gym, then the annex, then here. So you have to have 3 people right now at 3 places and turn them off and insert. It is the wildest thing I've ever seen. So
That's one word for it.
Yeah.
I was a student was kind of freaked out about that, hitting the ball hitting there and then
That was Coach Wheeler.
oh, it was, no, I'll have to give him a hard time.
No, there were girls playing with the volleyball and he was messing around and he put his foot out and it hit it just right and it went right and hit the pole.
That's
and-
good. I'm about to talk to him about that. Yeah. All right, anything, has Paul mentioned anything or that he's talked about or
No.
our technology or transportation? All right, you got anything for us tonight?
I do not.
All right.
No.
Well, board member comments?
I got compliments on the snow removal, Ross.
I did too.
I
did
did
too.
I.
Good deal.
Probably all from the same.
The same person probably, but that's okay. I did notice it. I mean, that day we had school canceled, I drove by and the elementary school sidewalk was already all scraped off around the building and so yeah, people notice that kind of stuff. So it goes, it doesn't go unmentioned, so it's, and they appreciate it, so we appreciate
Our
it
new
too.
employee is jumped right in.
Yeah.
He's doing great.
Now we
Yeah.
gotta get Ross off of the vocational bus. And then we'll be in great shape.
I think I'm off this week, so.
Good deal. All right, well, upcoming dates, holiday break starts the 22nd of December. And then our January regular session board meeting will be on the 12th of January. I just need a motion and a second to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting is adjourned.